Hi and welcome to another video from TOGAtech. In today's video I'll be building a model of a Stormtrooper. This model was inspired by a guy called Balleye Hobby Time. I'll leave a link in the description below. And the STL file can be downloaded. Again, I'll leave a link in the description below. All these parts were printed on my Elegoo Mars 2 in actually any cubic washable, water washable resin in ceramic grey. This model was designed to be articulated, so that's like a knee joint we have here. Some of the tolerances are not quite there, so I've had to file out the holes and file the pins so that they fit together well. Now, because this is in resin, I found the articulation parts are quite brittle, so when you try to push the model together, unfortunately some of the joints broke. What I've done is I've replaced the joints with some ball-headed screws, put them in place, and here you can see I'm adding a bit of black clay. This is air dry modeller's clay, and it also looks the part for the undersuit that the Stormtroopers actually wear underneath the armour. This air drying clay is very easy to mould, and I've also added some feature lines to it so it looks like the ribbing of the material. As I say, this piece was inspired by Balleye Hobby Time. He did a model in the same pose, and I found it such a powerful image. It's a really powerful image, so I wanted to reproduce this model. So that's one of the legs done, hips attached, and I've got him in this kneeling pose, and as you can see here, that's one of the ball-headed screws I'm using for a joint. So I'm just going to get that glued in place. There he is with the upper assembly done. I do think if I'm going to do this again, I will make it I'll pose the model in Blender and then just print it as a solid model rather than using the joints. The model is 1/6 scale, and I've mounted it here to a little wooden board which I'll make the diorama from. I'd just say the Elegoo Mars 2, excellent printer. The quality of the prints was superb. No visible layer lines. Very solid structure. Here you can see him in his finished pose. Now I've just taken him out to my workshop, given him a coat of grey primer, filler primer, and then 2 coats of gloss white. And now I'm just going over with the clay, air drying clay, just filling in the gaps between the armour. I want to say a thank you to all my new subscribers, and yeah, do appreciate that. Thanks very much. I try and keep my videos down to a minimum, but these projects do seem to take a long time, and I do like to show you as much detail as possible. If you've got any comments, don't forget to leave them down below, and I'll try and answer them as quick as possible. And if you're interested, I'll be doing a whole series of these models now, starting here with this Stormtrooper. Probably the next one up is Boba Fett, what with the release of the new Disney series. If any of you have had a chance to check out my new toy photography channel on Instagram, drop me some comments on there. So this clay is very easy to mould. Takes a good sort of 48 hours to dry. So I'll leave a link to the STL file in the description. Can't remember who the author was, but I'll leave that link there. It's a lovely model. As I say, if you were printing this probably in filament, the joints will snap together fine, but with the resin it's very brittle, and I've broken several of the joints. But as I wasn't going to have it articulated anyway, once I'd positioned it, I'll be gluing it in that position. Now just on for the painting. Here I'm just using just cheap acrylic paints. I think I got a whole box of about 24 different colours for about 12 quid, I think it was. Not the steadiest artist in the world. I just love the Stormtrooper, it's such an iconic figure. And now we've got the clone troopers, which I shall be doing one of those. Here I've got some grass, like fake grass from my local hobbycraft shop. Just spreading it out and sticking it down with a very dilute solution of PVA glue. Sprinkle it on the wet PVI. my first attempt at doing a diorama piece, and I was quite pleased with the results. That's the fine grass. Now I'm using some small bush-like material, just taking off a clump, dabbing it in some PVA and sticking it on. Just let that dry now. And these are some sticks I got from my garden. I've just given them a clear coat spray. And just use them to look like logs stuck down with a little bit of PVA. Add a little bit more of the bush material just to hide the sharp edges. Bit on top of the stone there, look a bit like moss. And that, I'd say, is done. Hope you've enjoyed it. Thanks for watching. See you on the next one.